Okay, so it looks like we're doing these videos bi-weekly because I can't be trusted to keep a schedule. Just going to be a quick one this week, so let's just look at the standings right now. We've got Hawk messaging me about fantasy football. Okay, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And he knows what I mean when he looks at this video. Let's see. A bunch of people at 2-1 because I couldn't freaking pull off the Monday night win. And still the Eastern Conference is slightly worse than the Little Baby Gorillas. Alright, so let's see what happened last week. Like I said, I came 1 point from pulling it out at the end there. Freaking Bears defense couldn't get me one more sack or catch one of those interceptions that were thrown directly into their hands. So I sit a humbled man at 2-1. John somehow lost to Alex. I have no clue how that happened. Alex doesn't even look at his team, and somehow he beat John. Oh, that's why, because Aaron Rodgers is terrible. Okay. Who knew? Let's see. What else happened last week? Hawk pulled it out, right? Oh, yeah. Chad has the worst team I've ever seen drafted. And I saw John draft last year, so this is an impressive feat to draft that terribly. I've heard tale that Chad is trying to trade to get better players on his team. I don't know why anyone would trade Chad for any of his players that he has, but, you know, more power to you if you want to try to throw a bone Chad's way, just as a charity, you know. Let's see. Can't believe Hammer pulled it out over Tory. That was a crazy bad week for Tory's players. They just did not show up at all. I have a feeling that Tory needs some running back help. Although, let's see. Yeah, Arian Foster's coming back next week, so that's gonna help him out. Actually, I think it's this week he's coming back, so we'll see how that goes once Arian Foster gets running. Tory could have a solid lineup if that happens, if Arian Foster gets going. Oh, let's see, and then the big one, Scott playing with himself and beats himself. Scott and Sarah came over to watch football, had a fun day. Got to find out the truth behind Sarah's lineups, that Scott sets her lineups while she showers, which was odd. But yeah, Scott pulls it out. He's tied for the lead. He might have the best record in the league after this week because let's look at the scoreboard this week. Scott versus Jeremy. Gonna be a good game. The projections are lying about this game. This is gonna be so close. I am going to give this one to Scott. I think Jay Cutler is going to blow up against Green Bay, and I think Nick Foles is going to have trouble against San Francisco. So I'm thinking, you know, Scott's going to pull this out. Donald Brown's going to have a big game against Jacksonville. Calvin Johnson, he plays well against the Jets. I don't know why, but I'm calling an upset here. You wouldn't think it's an upset based on the fact that they're both 2-1. That Scott and Hawk are both 2-1, but you know, Hawk thinks he's the king of this league, so that'll be a little bit of a downgrade for him when he's sitting there at 2-2 with the rest of us. And I say 2-2 with the rest of us because I'm thinking Tory's going to wipe the floor with me today. I think he should put Arian Foster in, but even without Arian, Tory beats me. Eli Manning tore it up, but Deshaun Jackson did nothing, and my best player, Rashad Jennings, did nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna be 2-2, right there with Tory, right there with Sarah, because I believe Sarah's gonna beat Hammer today. Right there with Alex, because even without two players, he's starting two players who are on a bye. two players, Marshawn Lynch and Larry Fitzgerald, are both on buys. Still has a better team than Chad with a full roster. Ridiculous, Chad. We really need to look into what happened on that draft night. Alright, so then the other game, and that's another 2-2 right there because John is going to beat Couch Burners. He picked up a tight end who just went crazy. Doesn't matter that Pierre Garcon did hardly anything on Thursday. 23 points for your tight end. That's going to be a win for John. So we're going to have Tori beating me. We'll both be 2-2. Sarah's going to beat Hammer. They're going to be 2-2, both of them. Suck My Ditka is going to beat Chad. That's a free win every week. I'm not sure how Chad got one win out of this season, but that was lucky for him to get. So Suck My Ditka at 2-2. Chad dropping to 1-3. Quite possibly the worst roster in the league ever. Let's see. And then, yeah, Couch Burners is going to fall to John. 2-2 for both of them. And then the best record in the league goes to Scott after this week. I never thought I'd be saying that. But that's just the way it is. Real talk. Alright, well, I'm going to jump off here, go get ready to watch the games. You might have noticed the championship belt is missing. Hawk finally got it for winning last year. At the end of the season, we'll have to find a trophy to mail to the last place team. I say mail it to him because we all know it's going to be Chad. So let's all, if anybody's got any opinions about what it could be, let me know. I can pick it up. Or if we want to have a last place punishment, throw out some ideas and we can figure out something for Chad to do. All right. Peace.